Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Billyon Richardson with NIM 21030500001, and today we will continue about our topic that is stereotype, and this is the part 2. If you haven't watched the part 1, link in the description down below. Okay, without wasting the time, let me begin. The third topic that we will discuss is about the positive and the negative sides of a stereotype. A stereotype operates as a heuristic and cognitive mechanism to quickly gather, process, and synthesize information, making it useful for the human brain. Using a stereotype are used as a shortcut to make a sense of social context, making a text understanding one world less cognitively demanding. A positive stereotype is a stereotype that purports to describe the admirable, desirable, or beneficial qualities and characteristics of the member of a particular group or social category. However, stereotype of one's own group is tend to be shown positively, while the other groups are often negative. Other positive sides of stereotypes, such as people rely on stereotype every day to help them function in society, to allow people to quickly process new information about an event or a person, to organize people's past experience, to meaningfully access difference between individuals and groups, and the last, to make prediction about other people's behavior. The problem with stereotype, however, that lies in the assumption that all people of a group with which they might not even identify are the same. For example, it is a common stereotype that people who wear glasses are smart, but it is a poor logic to think that everyone who sports glasses is intelligent. As you know, a negative stereotype is a stereotype that purports to describe the undesirable, objectionable, and unacceptable qualities and characteristics of the member of a particular group of social categories. Other negative sides of stereotypes, such as oversimplified generalization, branding around for errands generalization, serve as a major source of disinformation about others. The fourth topic that we will discuss is about dealing with stereotypes. The first one is dealing with stereotype between individuals. Once people get to know a person from the other side, they often will determine that the other is not nearly as bad as they originally had assumed. More often, people are much more reasonable that their stereotype would suggest. In that case, getting to know people personally helps to break down negative image. When they come to understand that the other is afraid of being hurt or losing a loved one in war, just as they are, that brings people together. Developing such mutual understanding in the goal of many intervention efforts in war-torn areas and in places rocked by social unrest. The second one is dealing with stereotype in the media. As you know, the media also play an important role in both perpetuating in breaking down stereotype. If they characterize particular group of people in certain ways, their viewers or readers are likely to do the same. The third one is dealing with stereotype in education. Effort to teach about different cultures and the history of different racial or ethics group can help build intergroup understanding if it is done in an effective and sympathetic way. In the classroom, only contain one group. Reaching such intergroup understandings is harder, but still worth the effort through books and articles, discussion, TV and movies, and when available, online exercise. In addition, we can deal with stereotype by presenting more balanced picture of minority life in media, by reporting form of human rights abuse, by portraying all groups fairly, and the last is keep on talking and communicating fairly with each other. Generalization and categories are necessary, but when they are too rigid, they can be a barrier to effective interpretation of a situation. Stereotypes are mental structure which simplify the complex stimuli from one environment and facilitates their comprehension. And as you know, there is nothing wrong with stereotype if they are embedded in reality and promote to understanding of social and historical process. Okay, I think that's all of my presentation. Thank you very much for your kind attention, and if I say a mistaken word and my presentation are wrong, I'm very sorry. And thank you very much for your kind attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.